So yeah, listen. When I do my hair and when I get these hairstyles, it's not so much that it's affordable because I do it in the States. That's just something that I do. That's just me, you know? I just always get my hair done. I always get my nails done and I hook my shit up. That's something that I do. But if you want to be slick with me and you're thinking that you're going to overcharge me, which to me, guys, I feel like this is how I feel. The first thing is I'm looking at it from the perspective of the barber who's working. You should not have to determine how much. Now listen, it's really not about the money. If the guy who worked with me had said to me 500 good, like on top of what you're paying, I would have been like, here. Why? Not only was I super satisfied with the haircut, the guy took his time. He made sure that I had no hair. He made sure that as he was cutting my hair, I was clean. He made sure that, like, the guy made me feel like I was the ultimate VIP client. And between you and I know that the owner felt a particular way seeing how this guy was taking care of me sitting on his chair. I could feel, excuse me, I could feel and sense the envy from that guy, like the jealousy, the envy. This is why when you're working with envious people, it is, oh my God, it is going to work. And you working with someone who's so envious of you. But my problem is this, I don't understand. See, this is also the thing with the Haitian workers because something else happened also at the salon, but I don't want to bring it up to YouTube because I don't feel like it's something that I can talk about just because I usually vlog at the salon and people know where I go. So you never know who watches the video. So if I say, okay, this is what I found out, you never know. So I'm not going to talk about it. But what I'm going to say is this. I feel super horrible for the Haitian workers. Like when I tell you I feel super horrible, so now I understand why when you talk about, me feel having felt a particular way with the first guy who cut my hair, I see the way he thinks as a young guy. I don't think that this guy would have made any particular effort having stayed in this shop because this owner is a crook. This owner is a big time crook. Why am I saying he's stealing money from barbers? That's what he's doing. He is stealing money from barbers because the first thing is that you should not have to determine how much money a client is paying because you're not cutting hair. The client is cutting hair. The barber is cutting hair. The barber has to determine how much his time is worth, how much his work is worth. You're charging me 400 more. Maybe the barber may have felt. Maybe the barber may have felt like, okay, you know what? It's 500 more. I don't have a problem with that. He works. I know how I felt when I stood up from his chair. The looks, the people looking at my hair. I felt great, being the perfectionist that I am, being the person who always wants to feel like, oh my God, like I'm hoping that someone is going to really like, um, take care of my hair. Sorry, someone just messaged me. The second thing is he whispered. I completely forgot about that. My sister, I just told her happy Valentine's Day. So he whispered the money to me. So when he whispered the money to me, I looked at him like, bitch, I know that you're not gonna pay this guy. That's why I had to give the guy the remaining of my change. So basically for the entire day I spent the whole 1,000, which is like, I said to myself, whatever, the guy deserved the tip that I gave to him, right? But I said to my friends, I said, I don't think that he's going to break it evenly with the guy who cut my hair. Like, I don't think, unless, but one of my friends said this. One of my friends said, no, sis. Best believe that even if the guy was doing something else, best believe that the guy paid attention to how much money, like, you handed to him. She said, what did you do? So I said, I just handed him the 1,000, like, in one piece. So my friend said, best believe he caught that. He caught that. If the guy is trying to give him like a little bit of cash, trust me, he may say to the guy, no, 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 I don't think like she paid that much. But easy, really? Is the guy going to say that really? So do you understand? This is bad business. Now, this is how I'm like this is what one of my friends said this to me. One of my friends said to me, you should have never paid that. You should have legit told me that, no, you are overpricing me. This is not how much like we had. But the thing with it is this. The last time that I went, he said that to me. He insinuated that. So automatically I knew that he was going to vary his prices. He insinuated that to me. He said to me, well, I said to him, I need to know how much we're starting with a cut. He said to me, well, a design really varies because, we're going to go with the time. We're going to go with, and pretty much, when I work in the state with my barber in the States, that's usually how barbers do it, It's, they base the design prices based on the work that is being done and the time that they are taking to do your hair. All this is fair, My issue is that personally, it's not about what he priced me. It's about the fact that I felt like he overpriced me, but I also felt like he should not have to determine how much money the design goes for. The barber should determine that, and the money should go to the barber. The money should not go to him. So the way he has it in his shop is that you pay for the cut and then you tip the barber. So what I said to my friends, I said, oh, if this is how he thinks, because look at this. I'm telling you, I hope you guys see this. I did my hair on Tuesday. We are today Friday. The hair was super clean. When I tell you it was super clean, but if you pay attention, my hair is already growing. Look at this. My hair is already growing. A haircut and a design doesn't last more than 8 days for me. It doesn't. Like within 45 days, my hair starts to grow. It needs to. So I said, I'm going to teach him a lesson. I will never get a design at his shop, but I will tip the barber twice. Do you understand what I mean? This is going to be my lesson to him, because I don't ever want him to believe that what he charged me, I could not afford it. No. But what I'm not going to have you do, I'm not going to have you think that you're going to overcharge me and that you're going to steal my money. That's not what I'm going to do. Because, okay, in December you charged me 150 good. Tuesday you charged me 400 good. What is it going to be next? Let's be fair. How much money you think he's going to charge me next? So now he's going to be like, oh, mas I get l'argent. Mas I get kob. M'a fait comme si non bouzon, pas fait comme si moi. M'bral taper ou sans pas moyen. C'est ça m'bral fort, m'bral taper ou sans pas moyen. Ou faut joindre 300 good la boudam, and my barber is going to get the remaining. That's how I'm going to do. Do you understand what I mean? So if the cut is 350, so if the cut is 350 because of what he did to me, what I'm gonna do, because you make the cut. What I mean by you make the cut, as the stylist myself, the design adds up to my style, but the barber is still gonna do a good job. I'm my own stylist. Like a haircut, like the whole design thing, I could do without if I want to. So I don't have a problem with that. I'm gonna teach him a lesson. From now on, I'm going to get a regular cut. I'm going to do it for a little while because I want to teach him a lesson. So I'm going to get a regular cut, which is going to be at $350, but then I'm going to tip my barber twice as that. This is going to be to teach him a lesson so that he don't fuck around. Now, my friend said this one thing to me. She said, wow, I feel bad for the guy who cut your hair, because now he's looking forward to having you on his chair. Now he's happy that he has a client like you who's bringing that out of him. I said, yes, I understand, but I'm not going to have the owner overcharge me for something that he has no business overcharge. And on the other hand, this is why I don't understand people in Haiti who do not have that gut feeling to go ahead and do their own thing. Because as my friend said, yes, that is the truth. Now the guy is looking forward to having me on his chair. He's looking forward to what I'm bringing out. He told me he could not do this haircut. And look at this. He gave me a fly design. Like he took his time. When you bring certain things out of people, they appreciate you. They love it. They're looking at it like, damn, like I didn't know I could do this. But also, look at this. Instead of like feeling like And the other thing why I'm not going to do it, I'm not going to give this owner the service of bringing businesses to him. I'm not, because guess what? The barber did this and he took my picture. And that's cool. You could take my picture. That's your work. You could take my picture. But guess what? If I'm walking down the streets, automatically everybody sees where I'm coming from. Where am I coming from? I'm coming from his shop. So I'm bringing businesses to him. We're not going to do that. No, bitch, we're not going to do that. I'm going to get a regular cut from you, right? And then I'm going to pay you regular money. When and if, because I know he's going to ask, oh, you no longer get the designs. Oh, what's going on? This is like the second time you didn't get the design. I'll be like, no, I cannot get the designs because, I just can't have people steal money out of my pocket. I need to know how much money the design is and how much money that I'm going to pay. Write it. If you can write the price so that the price to me does not vary. It doesn't go like one day you charge me this, the next day you charge me whatever you feel like it. Right? And one of my friends who happens to have a salon, I was talking to her. She said, well, I feel like you should, okay, if you don't want to, don't do it. But I already feel like you taking for the barber. Yes, in a way. But the barber and I just started to work together. So, for me, I'm never going to say certain things to him. Like, I'm never going to look at him and say things like, why is because personally, if I had to say something, I would have to say something to all the barbers, because I would have to be like, do you understand, guy? It just does not make any sense that someone is working and doing all this work and you get to price how much money a client pays. And when you are saying that, are you fair enough with the barbers to break the money evenly to them? And going back going back to me working in Haiti, right? I always tell people that was not something that I had in mind. Like the whole having my own organization and now being a consultant, this is really not something that I had in mind. Like I never had in mind that I wanted to be a business owner. Personally, I'm a creator. I'm a creative person. But when I came to Haiti, I realized that people were unwilling to let me work. Haiti, people want mediocre workers unless you're working for international. If you're working for local Haitian people, it's kind of like you need to dim your light. You can't show your boss how much you are shining. Whereas a lot of times when you're working in international, especially in the United States, since that's where I worked, a worker like myself, bitch, these people are, wow, they're looking for you. Do you know how much money I make when I'm in the States? When I'm in the States and I'm working and I'm providing ideas to companies, I'm providing ideas to people, like they love it, right? They love it. The most that is gonna happen is that, you're gonna bring competition, the other workers might feel a particular way, but your boss is gonna love you, right? It's not like that in this country. And this country, legit, you need to dim your light. People always feel a particular way. It could just be the way that you come to work. Your boss may have a problem because you look good. Your boss may have a problem because you have style. Your boss may have a problem because you just good at what you do. So it's kind of like when you work in a particular country and people are like that, you have no choice but to make sure that you have your own thing going on. You need to have your own thing going on. So when my friend says to me, this barber is now looking forward to have you in your chair, but now he's not going to have the luxury to do these things, because automatically, guess what? The barber can look at this. He did this hair, and I think he was so shocked that he did it. He took pictures. So now guess what? He can build a portfolio on his own with doing these things. But my problem is that I'm not going to have the other guy, charge and trying to steal money out of my pocket. Personally, I don't understand why these guys accept that, right? Because as a barber, it should not be that he gets to be paid. I feel like it should not be like that. So I've never heard something like that. Like, you working, you're the one who needs to charge the client how much you charging the client, and then you break it even with the owner. That's how I see it, right? So, anyways, I really wanted to talk about what happened because I wanted to tie it in with the past videos that I presented to you about the whole working in Haiti, and unfortunately and sadly what people are subject to, which is like, if I had to go, like, ooh, YouTube, I cannot tell you and sit there and keep telling you about the craziness that is going on in this country and the shithole of work and what people have. Like, it's sickening. It does make me sad. It does make me feel a particular way because as a business owner, you should never treat people like that. It should always be a fair. Like, everybody should be. This is why you got people up and leaving places and not staying and not being loyal, because who's gonna be loyal to some shit like that? Who the hell is going to be loyal to some shit like that? Like, I don't get that. But this is what happened when there are, I don't want to say that this is what happened when there are no opportunities, because yeah, you create your own opportunities. That's how I feel. Like, personally, like the guy who cuts my hair, he's been there for a very long time, because when I started to go to that place, it was 2013 and he was already there. So even if I count, which I'm probably thinking that he was there prior to 2013, but let's just count 2013, 2020. That's 20, that's no, 2013, 2020, that's 7 years. So you've been working at 7 year in a place. Like, I could never sell myself short like that. That is selling yourself short. That is selling your services short. Do you understand what I'm saying to you guys? Do you understand? You see, let me tell you something, and I think I mentioned this to you guys also. When I was working, this is why I say I probably need to come here and do career videos for you guys, so to make you understand how you got to make moves. When I was working, the last place that I worked in Haiti, even in the States, right? You always, as a worker, when you get to a place, you always have to evaluate, and it's going to be based on your goals, based on your objectives, because we don't always have the same objectives and we don't always have the same goals, right? The first thing that I always analyze is like, okay, I'm someone who loves to professionally develop myself. So I'm always taking classes. I'm always taking workshops. I'm always affiliated with places where I can grow my professional level, right? A lot of times companies are very selective as to who they want to represent them, as to who they're going to choose, as to, like, it may just be that you work in a particular place and here you are literally kissing your boss's ass, thinking that they're going to select you, and then they select the next person to attend a certain type of like workshop, right? So a lot of times I felt working in Haiti that the people that I've worked with were never going to invest in me the way I could invest in myself. Do you think that these people were going to sign me up in some of these things that I participate in the States? Are you crazy? No, they're not going to put that money out. So I always cut my losses. I'm like, I'm not going to stay and lose myself. And because what you need to understand is, when you want to look for a better job, right? Then what else? What can you offer? The last place that I worked here in this country, when it was time for me to get a letter or recommendation, if I was waiting on these people, madame, jamais travaille aux États-Unis. Certain doors would have never been open. You got to think, family. You got to think, okay? It's time, 2020, it's time for you to think. You got to think. Now, what I said to my friend, I said, I know the barber is going to feel a particular way, but I know he's going to understand if he ever comes to me. Like, let's say, but the thing with him, I could see that he's very, very shy. If he ever said to me, I'm more perfect, like, I see that you're not doing the design. Why is that? I would say to him, because I feel like it's not fair that the owner has to give me the price. I feel like you should give me your price and I should pay you because you're the one who cuts my hair. But anyways, guys, this is really what I had to come, and this is really what I wanted to say. It happened to me on Tuesday, and again, like I said to you, when certain things happen, I want to bring it up to your attention, because like this, I want you to see how people can uppercut you. Now, this owner thinks he's slick. That's what he thinks. He thinks he's slick. He thinks that he's going to be making money off of me. Well,
Yeah.
boo, it's not gonna happen. So it's not gonna happen. It's not that serious for me. My hair grows like weed. Like, I could do without the design. Now, my friend said to me, one of my friends said to me, I don't think like you should, this is your style. This is what you do. Why would you not want to do a design? Like, I feel like you should have a talk with I said, no. That's the last thing that you want to do, especially these type of individuals. These are individuals that are, personally, I could feel like with him also, it's a matter of jealousy. Why? The first guy who cut my hair is the other guy, that I worked with for 6 years. And I remain a faithful and a loyal customer. He could see that I'm a loyal customer. So meaning that now I come to his barbershop, but he doesn't cut my hair. This guy cuts my hair. This is the second time that I'm coming and the guy is cutting my hair. He could see that I'm a loyal person. He could see that now this guy is going to be making money with me. So now I feel like my intuition, and I just sense that like everything comes into it, like the envy of the fact that the barber is doing this thing, the envy of the fact that I'm not his client, just a lot of envy. So I'm gonna teach him another lesson. Like, I'm not the type of a person who likes to go from places to places from places. I pretty much love the way this guy works. I feel like he works really well. He does a very, very good job, and I don't have a problem. He's gonna continue. We'll do a simple cut from now on. We're gonna do that, and I'm no longer going to have him get the money, because I feel like it's not just bad business, right? So anyways, guys, this is really what I had to say. I'm going to edit this video, and hopefully you get this like over the weekend. I'm really in my zen element, meaning that I'm not trying to rush myself to do anything. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much for listening to me. Give me your thought and your perspective. Let me know if you feel like what I said is right. Do you feel like the guy who cuts my hair, the barbers, should charge for the design? Let's say that he feels like the cut is $350. But do you feel like any extra work that the barber is doing, that should be their money? It should not. They should not have to pay. Like $350 for a cut should go toward the owner, like half and half. But anything extra, I feel, should go toward the person who's working. How do you guys feel about that? Do you feel like it's right? Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Do not forget that I do consultation. I had paused the consultation. I did take registration, but I pushed them. So I start working all the way at the end of February. I think the next consultation that is due is like on the 24th or 25th of February. One of the reason is I've been into my Zen element, so I've taken, but I haven't submitted some work. Yes, I do consultation if you are interested to bring business to the country. The information will be in the description box below. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you are going to have a beautiful day. I don't know when I'm going to come back. I do have a lot more content videos, but I hope that I'll be back soon.